Peirce Reservoir at night. Nobody is here, only me and a bunch of animals. I hope a lot of animals. So far I hear geckos and frogs, but hopefully there are snakes over here as well, and quite exotic ones. Hopefully I can see some of them. Mouse deer is here. Mouse deer, of course. And let's see. I've never been here at night. First time, for better or for worse. Yeah, by the way, one problem with this park. In the morning, a lot of people doing this wushu, Chinese gymnastics, and they're doing it sometimes with music, which is irritating. Flashing music in the park. Well, no people here now, only me, and no Chinese gymnastics, which is great. Okay, let's go. That was a mouse deer, but this mouse deer, I see his eyes, but he's going somewhere into the woods, deeper and deeper. It is difficult with mouse deer. He's still looking at me. There you are. Mouse deer. Come on, don't be shy. Oh, he is shy. Okay, let's look around for snakes. One mouse deer, check. Be careful, it's easy to get into the forest here, but it's just as easy to get lost in this forest. And it's very muddy today because of rain. Wild boars. Hey, piggy. What's happening over there? Are you okay? Wild boars in Singapore. An overview. They're also known as Eurasian wild pig. Both domestic and wild boar are all considered a single species. There is a lot of variation among wild boar populations in things like size, coat, coloration and skull shape. For example, wild boar in northern climates like Europe and Siberia tend to be much larger and have thicker fur, whereas island populations like in Japan, Taiwan, they are smaller than their mainland counterparts.
The subspecies found where I live, that is area of peninsular Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, it's sufficiently distinct in various anatomical features. So much so that some scientists consider it to be a separate species from a wild boar. Apparently all these subspecies, including domestic pigs, can interbreed. They are considered to be native to Singapore. They do live in forested areas and nature reserves. That is Central Catchment Nature Reserve. It's that set of parks in the center of Singapore, which includes a zoo as well. Bukit Timah is also one of the places. And so they say increasingly in urban fringes. That means they do encroach on human habitat as well. There is plenty of food in Singapore for them. For example, trash and some stupid people feeding them as well. That does contribute to their increasing numbers, and their numbers did increase within the past couple of decades. They almost don't have any natural predators in Singapore. One possible predator would be reticulated python, but there is no evidence that this is a major factor for their population in Singapore. Wild boars did disappear from mainland Singapore in the post-independence years. Likely it's because of hunting and habitat loss. They did still persist in Pulau Ubin and Pulau Tekong, and by early 21st century they started to recolonize mainland Singapore. That is likely due to their swimming ability. Allegedly, they can swim over to Singapore from Malaysia across Johor Strait, and that also contributes to their numbers in Singapore. They are not harmless, so be careful. Do not provoke, scare or surprise them. They can injure you with their tusks. Also, be careful not to approach a mother with its babies. NParks, that is National Parks Board in Singapore, they do monitor and manage wild boar populations. They educate people, they sterilize these wild boars, they manage their habitat, relocate and cull them. Wild boars help with seed dispersal and soil turnover, which contributes to forest regeneration. Which, to be honest, I doubt. I don't know how useful they are nowadays in that regard, because NParks regularly artificially replants the parks here. I personally saw them, wild boars that is, in Lower Peirce Reservoir multiple times. Also a couple of times near Bukit Timah, but I did fail to make good photos of them over there. Namely because when they see you they usually run, and the best photo of a wild boar is a photo that shows its face and eyes. Photo of its butt is not the best photo to hang on your wall. One time I saw a wild boar near Retracing Reservoir, but it was during rain. There were no people around, only me, a crazy guy, wearing a raincoat and a camera rain protection. I did venture there when the weather was bad. But again, this guy, the wild boar, he just ran away from me the moment he saw me. If we exclude sambar deer, which probably died out but then became re-established thanks to zoo escapees. Yeah, there are still sambar deer in Singapore, for example, near Central Catchment Park connector. Aside from these deer, the wild boar is now the largest terrestrial mammal in Singapore. Wild boars are reclusive, and you're in luck if you saw one or couple. However, they are quite photogenic. So if you like animals, I'm sure you will be happy to find a wild boar in Singapore now and then.
Mommy is alert. Wherever you are, sister. That's the mother. He's watching me. I think that's the father. The ground is quite soft and wet, so pity if I go to forest, most likely I'll be knee deep in dirt. Any snakes over here? got some beautiful snake. I need to identify it later, but it's a bit of cheating because I knew it lives here, in this place. Everybody knows the snake. Maybe somebody even named it. Hello. Come on, show me your face. Just don't jump at me, okay? On a hunt. How to call you? Uncle Bob? Snake. This is all long snake. Where is its head? Somewhere there. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, snake. Keep going. Apparently frogs also have glowing eyes in the dark. Some short pit stop in the middle of the forest. I don't know why. It's unusual for Singapore, but there is no internet in here, so I cannot Google the species of that snake that I just saw. But again, it lives there for quite long, like quite a few years. Already a number of YouTubers made video of that snake. I don't know how long they live, these kind of snakes. So, to recap, wild boars, mouse deer, snake, Uncle Bob, yeah, whoever, and a bunch of spiders, some frogs. So let's see, there are some colugos living over there, some resident colugos in this park, at least 2 I know. So I'll try to get colugos. They're supposed to be active at this time. I don't know. Let's find out. Not a very big park in here. I'm already through like 1 hour, so it makes sense to go back the way I came and check did I miss anything. Yeah, and since I'm out, there is internet over here. So the snake I saw is a cat snake, either gold-ringed cat snake or mangrove cat snake. It's the same species, different names. So cat snake, this black with orange stripes, venomous, quite venomous. Okay, so yeah, let's retrace our way back and see what other venomous or non-venomous animals await us. Pity I haven't seen colugo. Maybe I'll find it now, I don't know, no guarantees. Sorry, there are only trees over there. I cannot attach my light anywhere. So there is definitely mouse deer over here, and a lot. But the problem is, unlike Central Catchment Reserve, the terrain here is not even, it's not plain, so it's kind of a hills over here. So you're not gonna be able to chase him into the forest that easy. Moreover, it's much more muddier here, and there are some streams, more of them than in Central Catchment, so it's a bit more challenging. So you can try, but it's not recommended, and there are kind of rules over here. Don't go off the boardwalk, but what to do? What else can be done to find the mouse deer? Okay, I'm almost done. Just a little bit left, and let's see. So no Kolugo today, and I'm hoping I'll still get someone at least. So I'm getting back to the place where there were wild boars before and mouse deer that I saw in the beginning. Maybe there is somebody else now. I don't know. We will see. Got something today, not a lot, but one needs a lot of patience when it comes to wildlife. That was my first night trip to Lower Peirce Reservoir. There is Thompson Park not far away from here. Maybe I'll try going there at night, but first I'll visit it during the day because they say there was some renovation over there. They say it's not for good. I don't know. Alright. 11 p.m. Time to catch a taxi, and tomorrow is a new day.